Hello everyone. Today we'll be building star rating, right? So usually if you order something in the e-commerce websites, or if you order food, basically in certain websites they'll ask for the rating of the food, right? So usually that is nothing but the star rating. That itself we'll be building using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So let's start by creating the HTML file. I'll just create index.html. Also, I'll create CSS file, style.css. So let me go to index.html and let me create very basic HTML template. Let's wait for some time. Why this is right? Yeah, let's wait. Okay, let me create the very basic HTML template. I'll change the title to star rating. So next what I'll do, I'll just make use of link tag. I'll just link the style sheet as well as give the path and name to style.css. Next, let's start writing the HTML code. Let me give div, give class name of star rate, right? Next, what I'll do, let's make use of the input. So I'll just write input into 5. So what I'll do, let me format this once. Give me a second. Next, what I'll do, let me change this one to radio instead of text. So this will be radio, then ID, I'll be using *1, *2. Let me give *1 for now. Name, I'll just give rating. Also, let me give value 1 for now. I'll just change that one later. So after this one, let's make use of the label, right? So let me give label for now. I'll just give *1. So after this one, I'll just give title. So 1 star for now. Let me change that one later. Here, I'll be making use of the HTML entity. I'll just give ampersand hash 9733, finally semicolon, right? So what are all the things I need to change? I'll just change this one to 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one has to be 2, 3, 4 and 5. Finally here, this one has to be *2, 3, 4 and 5. So let me change it here as well. Yeah, this is it. This is it for the HTML. Let me format this document once. Let me let's start writing the CSS. So basically what I'll do, I'll just make use of the body initially. Background color, I'll give 1E, 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 right? So then color, I'll give F0, F6. Then let's give display flex, justify content, center, align items, center, height of 100 view height, also margin of 0. This is it for the body. Next, let's style for the star rating. So where this star rating is coming from? 1 second. Did I miss something? This one, right? So I'll just copy this one, paste it over here. So I'll just give display flex, justify content center, align item center, font size 2 rem, position relative. Next, let's style for the input. It comes under the star rating and input, right? So I'll just copy the input and just paste it over here and just give display none. So next, what I'll do, let's style for the label, right? It comes under star rating as well. Class name star rating. So I'll just copy the label, paste it over here. So let me give cursor pointer, font size of 20 rem, color 444, transition color 0.2 seconds, transform 0.2 seconds. So padding, I give 0.1 rem. Next, let's style for label, on hover, right? I'll just give star rating, label, on hover. Also, let's style for star rating, label, on hover. Let me make use of the combinator selector. I just give label and let me make use of transform. Let's give scale of 1.2. So I just made a mistake. I just delete this one. This is it. Then we'll be styling for star rating input when set. Also again I'll make use of the combinator selector, label, let me give transform scale 1.2. Next, let's style for red, yellow and green. So the class name red, yellow and green, this is not coming from the index.html. Basically, we are making use of these classes within the JavaScript file. We are making use of the HTML inside the JavaScript file. So just follow along with me, right? So I'll just give star rating, red, again star rating, yellow, star rating, green. Next, color, I'll just give inherit, right? So I'll just format this once. This is it for the styles. So let's see once. what I have done is I have installed an extension called live server. So let's wait for some time. Yeah, whenever we make changes in the index.html file, right? So the changes will directly get reflected on the browser, so that we don't have to reload the page again and again to see the changes, right? This will be very helpful. You can install it as well. What I'll do, I'll just right click and click on open with live server. So let's wait for some time. Yeah, for now, this is showing like this, right? So what shall we do? Let's initially make this one a responsive. I'll just write responsive design, right? Just comment this one. So basically, we'll be making use of media queries. So I'll just make use of it media. Max width of 600 pixel. Let's style for star rating. Font size of 1.5 rem. Star rating. Label. Let me give font size of 2 rem. So I'll just format this document once. This is it for the HTML and CSS. Next, let's check once. So on click of this one, if I give 1 star, this will be red color. So something is not good. When I give 2 stars or click on the 3 stars, right? This will be in the yellow color. Somewhat good. When I click on the 4th or 5th star, it will be in the green color. It will say it will be best. Something what we have ordered or something. It's just an example. If we have ordered the food, then it will be, it was very good, basically. If you give 4 or 5 stars, that will be in the green. So if I select 1 star, it will be in the red. If I select 2 or 3 stars, it will be in the yellow color. And if I select 4 or 5 stars, it will be in the green color. So that's what we'll be doing with the help of JavaScript. So let's create the JavaScript file. I'll just give this one index.js, right? So I'll place the JavaScript file just below the body tag by making use of script tag. We'll just give src index.js. So let's start writing the JavaScript code. So first what we'll do, based on the selected value, we have to write the function to update the stars, right? So first I'll do that one. I'll just comment this one and write function to update stars based on the selected value. So I'll just create the function named update stars. Let me take the parameter value. Now what we'll do, we'll just loop through each star. For that one, I'll be making use of for loop, or let me make use of for each. Star. I'll just make use of the variable name label. Let me give next element sibling, right? So next we have to remove the previous color, right? So whenever I give 1 star, right, so the color will be red color. So whenever I click on the 2 stars, right, so the first star shouldn't be red and the second star shouldn't be yellow. Both the stars has to be yellow itself, right? So for that purpose, we have to remove the previous color class. So we'll be doing that thing itself. I'll just comment this one and write remove previous color class. So I'll just make use of label dot class list. This will be capital dot remove. Just give remove. So red class list is nothing but the class name, right? So red, yellow, and green. Just close this one. Did I do anything wrong? 1 second. So what did I do wrong? Sorry. This has to be green. So next, we'll add the color class based on the selected value. So what we'll do, by making use of the class list, we'll add the class name, right? Based on what? Based on the selected value. So I'll just comment this one and write add color class based on the selected value. For that one, I'll just make use of the if condition. I'll just give if value equals 1, and I'll be making use of label class list dot add. This one will be red. So I'll just copy the same thing, paste it over here. So here again, and paste it over. So I'll just change this one to else. Here also I'll give else if, right? So here if value is 2 or value is 3. Here I'll just make use of value is 4 or value is 5. So this will be yellow. This will be green, right? So next, after this, what I'll do, I'll just make use of, we'll scale the stars based on the selected value. In the stars based on the selected value, right? For that, I'll be again making use of the if condition star dot value. If it is less than or equal to value, what we'll do, I'll just make use of label. Sorry, this will be style. I'll be making use of transform property, right? And set this one to, this will be scale of 1.2. Else, what I'll do, I'll just copy the same thing. Label dot style dot transform. I'll just set this one to 1 instead of 1.2. This is it. So next, what we have to do, we have to, based on the selected value, we have to change the star colors, right? So whenever we give certain value, we have to change the star colors. So I'll just comment this one and write change the star colors based on the selected value. So I'll just make use of the variable name labels. Let me give document and just make use of the query selector all. I'll just make I'll just use star rating. Where this star rating is coming from? Here. This one, right? One second. This one, star, right? It is coming from the class. So I have made use of the dot. Then I'll be making use of the label. Label comes under the class star rating, right? So I'll just copy this one label and I'll paste it over here. Next, I'll be making use of labels for each label index is index plus 1. If it is less than the value, again I'll make use of the if condition. If value equals 1, we'll set the color to neon red. I'll just make use of F 0738. I have forgot to give hash here. Yeah. Next, I'll just make use of else if value equals 2 or value equals 3. I'll just copy the same thing. Let me paste it over here. Instead of this one, I'll give the color yellow. That is FFD 700. What I have done. So this has to be label. Misspelled it, right? So again, I'll just make use of else this time and just set the color to green this time. This will be green. So else will give the default color, that is 444. So I'll just give label style color and just set this one to 444 is nothing but the initial color or the default color. So next, what we'll do, let's write the function to reset stars. So here, initially if I click on this one, here it will be red. These two will be yellow. Based on what star I'll click, this will give the colors, right? So then if I click outside the stars, right? Outside of the star, it has to reset again to the initial state. That one will do. I'll just write function to reset stars. So let me create the function reset stars. I'll just make use of the for each star I'll just set this one to false. Next element sibling class list remove. This will be red, yellow as well as green. Next, again, make use of next element sibling This time we'll set the color to initial color, that is 444, default color. Next element sibling, I'll just make use of transform. This time I'll just give scale of y. So this is it for this function. Next, what we'll do, we'll add the event listeners, right? I'll just comment this one and write event listener. So let me give what we have to do. We have to select the stars and star rating container. For that one, let me make use of the variable name stars. Let me give document dot query selector all. So I'm selecting the star rating. So where this star rating is coming from? Here. I'll just copy this one. 1 second. Just copy this one and paste it over here. As I have made use of a query selector, let's give dot and let me make use of the input from the class star rating. So input, it is coming from here. So next what I'll do, I'll just make use of the variable name star rating. I'll just make use of document dot query selector. I'll just make use of the query selector. This time only I'll just make use of the star rating. Sorry. Yeah. So next what I'll do, I'll just attach or add the event listener for each star. So I'll just comment this one and write event listener for each star, right? You just make use of the stars for each. We'll attach the event listener to the each star, right? And just make use of star dot. 1 second, did I miss anything? This is not giving me any this there. Okay, I'll just type this one, add event listener, click, let me pass the event. So I'll just make use of the if condition, if not of star rating contains target. So then we'll just make use of the function reset stars. This function, right? Reset stars, we are making use of it here. Just to reset. Sorry, did I miss something? So I just had to, so what we are doing? We are attaching the event listener for the each star, right? So, sorry, I did a mistake here. And just let me clear this one and write again. Stars. I'll just write it quickly. Change function will make use of the update stars. Just give the value of the star dot value. So then finally we'll add the event listeners to reset the stars when clicking outside the star rating container. If we click outside the star rating container, right? It has to get reset. So I'll just write this one. So I'll just comment this one and write event listener to reset stars when clicking outside the star rating container. So I'll just make use of document dot add event listener select. I'll just pass the event as not of star rating, right? Contains event dot target. So I'll just be making use of the function reset stars. This is it for the JavaScript. Let me format this document once. So what a mistake I did is, instead of writing the event listener for each star, I had written this one instead of this one. So I corrected this one. Please do correct it. And let me format the document once. Index.js as well as style and index.html. Let's check now. So if I click on the star, nothing is happening, right? Something is wrong. Let's check what is wrong. So what are the mistakes that I have done is, here in the line number 4, it has to be stars, not static range. And also let's come to line number 44, right? Here also this has to be stars. This is a typo basically. While typing, I have typed wrong. In the line number 53, there has to be space after const. Also in the line number 57, this has to be stars as well. In all the places where stars were there, it has become some static range or status bar. Those things I have done wrong, and I have forgot space after const in the line number 53. So let me format this once, and in the index.html, just remove this space, give star 3, this one ID. It will be star 1, star 2, star 3, star 4 and star 5. Don't give the space. Let me format this once and let's check now. So if I press on the first star, if you are giving a rating of 1 star, then it will be red. If I press on the second star, if you are giving a rating of 2 stars, then this will be 3. If I give the rate of 3 stars, then 4, it will be yellow. 4 and 5 stars, it will be green. If I again change it to 3, it will become yellow, 2 to yellow and 1 to red. If I press out of the star container, then it will reset to the normal state. So 1 star, it is working correctly. 3 stars, 5 stars, 4 stars, everything is working correctly, right? So this is it. Thanks for watching, guys.